What's going on, everybody? I've got a new shop here and I'm just starting to kind of get things set up and get it to where I'm like, okay, I'm ready to start working out of here. I'm pretty excited about this. This has been a long time in the making. My business has been kind of living out of a shoebox or out of a suitcase, if you will, for the last year and a half or so. And it's been really kind of challenging to make content the way I wanted to make it because I was no longer living at the place where my dirt bike shop was. That shop that you guys have always seen where most of the other videos have happened, that is no longer mine anymore. And so now we've upgraded. Took us a long time to get here, but now we're upgraded. Hopefully we can continue to pay for it. But I need to still do some painting because the white walls are horrible for shooting video. So I'm gonna paint the walls, maybe some neutral tones or whatever, and get the white off here. I'm still trying to figure out lighting, and there's a bunch of echo in here, but we'll probably just have some echo and it'll be okay. So this is typically the distance that I would shoot in my other shop, and I always had like bikes completely pushed up against the wall and they were usually right out of the frame and everything. Now I'm able to spread out a bit and do some stuff. So I just wanted to show you a little bit of what I got going on right now, and then maybe some ideas that I have for continuing to set this space up, and see if you guys have any ideas for other things I might want to do here in this shop. Just for a fun reference, this is as far as I could have shot away because my other shop was basically a 15 by 15 room. And this is, I've got the camera 15 feet away from that corner over there, and it's 15 feet from that wall. So this is as far as I ever could have possibly gotten away from the camera. This is a 35mm lens, by the way. There goes my heater. I need to turn that off to continue this. And this is now the longest shot that I can make. That's about 40 feet away or so. This shop is now about 30 feet by 40 feet, and I couldn't be happier about this thing. Let me give you a little bit of a tour of what we got going on right now and where we're putting bikes. Okay, so this is a work in progress, but this kind of gives you the general layout of the shop. Got a nice car lift here, which will be fun to be able to work on cars and work on trucks and do things like that. Got my trusty chair from the old place, and then just a bunch of dirt bike stands. The shop already came with these cabinets here. They're just some wood cabinets that I've painted the last couple of days to kind of freshen those up a little bit. And I'm still trying to figure out where I'm gonna put stuff. I got my air compressor and just sort of organizing in these shelves right here. I've got a lot of shelf space. Pegboard is still not done. That was from the previous owner. So I'm gonna kind of organize this a little bit better, see what I wanna do with pegboard. I'm also getting new hardware on my, on all my cabinets, so there's no hardware on those things. But inside cabinets here, you know, we've got some gloves, and I've got different oils and different grease, those types of things. Up here we've got the contact cleaner, suspension cleaner, SC1, this type of stuff. I don't really do a lot of chain guard stuff, but I had a bunch of chain lubes from my prior life. You can see Chewy here. This is my girlfriend's dog. I'm babysitting Chewy, huh, Chewy? Chewy's in the video. He wants to be in the video. He's a good dog. He's been chilling with me today while his mama's at work. So yeah, same computer as I had before. This is the same bench. I built this bench years ago, and that's been really fantastic. The toolbox is still here. I shouldn't open this thing because maybe it's not that organized, but I typically have all your tools organized, or all my end wrenches, you know, organized, and 3/8 drive, quarter drive, you know, that type of stuff. Some of these end up with some additional things like Loctites and stuff, but I try to keep things organized for the most part. This is the shelf that I brought from the other place. My sons and my kids still live there. Yeah, divorced. We got shared custody. But I've got, so I left some of the cabinets in the old shop because my sons can still use that. But then just like oils up top, you know, engine ice. This is like, you know, different things to mess around with coolant. I'll carry extra air filters here, and then just like levers and different things, and some miscellaneous parts down at the bottom. Over here on this bench, this is the bench that I haven't decided exactly where to put things. This might be kind of one of my review benches where it's like, hey, this is stuff I've bought that I need to review, and it's gonna stay in the queue, or just I need to install it. That's a Trail Tech fan that needs to go on a bike. This is decal install kit. I need to find somewhere to put it. But like, these are some of the things that I still need to install or do a review on. I haven't fully figured out what I'm gonna do over here. I'm probably gonna make a tire rack, or at least one of these turned into a tire rack. So it's like, in my other shop, it was kind of up in a loft. On this one, I think I'm gonna keep the tires down lower so I'm not using ladders. You can see that's a massive ladder here that is for changing lights and stuff. And then over here, I mean, we've got all the bikes. So here's a Sherco Trials bike. I don't know how many of you guys know. I have another Trials bike that is still down at my kid's house, ex-wife's house. There's a gas Trials bike that I have. And then we've got the 250, the 250 XC. This is the Iron Horse that has already been won. That's gonna be going away later this month, or actually next month in May. The winner's gonna come get that. The Yamaha is being shipped off, because the gas is going to Texas. The Yamaha is going to, is it Pennsylvania, I think? And that'll be going out. Here's the, what one is this one? Yeah, so this must be the 125 XC of my son's. We were just getting that ready for a motocross season, and then you got the 300 XCW over here. And then here's my Electric Motion electric bike. This bike is fun to tool around on. I've only done a couple of videos on it. Kid's bike, CRF 125F. I need to do an oil change on that and put a tire on it. And then my son's 85 that he's no longer riding. That's Connor's bike. I need to tune that thing up and then probably sell it. So, I mean, that's kind of the thing that's going on over here. I've got some shelves where I have just miscellaneous stuff. A lot of the stuff I don't exactly know. I've only been here about a week, so I haven't fully decided where I'm gonna put things. That's obviously the tripod that I was just using to show that long shot. And then some Easy Chalks over there from MotoPro HQ. But that gives you a little bit of an idea of kind of what I have going on this side. We'll be able to use the lift for like changing tires on, swapping tires on trucks and things like that. I may end up even parking my trailer in here. I'm not sure. If I did that, then all these bikes would have to kind of be out here. But I kind of want to leave maybe this a little bit more open. I may end up parking my truck in here sometimes too. And that would mean that most of these bikes would just shift over here. So I want to have a main kind of work area where I've got one or two bikes out like this. And then I probably need to get a drill press. This is just a teeny little vise. I haven't had a vise for so long, and they're so useful. So I'm glad I've got that. It's just a little guy. The guy that used to live here, I think he was restoring cars. And so he had this set up for car restoration. But it'll be nice to have a little vise. It wouldn't be bad to have a little bit bigger one, I think. But I'll probably get a drill press too. It's something that I've been looking forward to having. As far as this is gonna be my wash area over here. I've got a Krenzla electric pressure washer. I love that thing. That's what I use to wash my bikes. And then here's, nozzles and brushes and, the drying towels. Inside of here we'll have more wash stuff. I don't use chain lube on any of my O-ring chains. I just spray WD-40 on there after I'm done. I will spray them and then dry them off with a leaf blower. So this is kind of like a cleaning bin where I've got glass cleaner and I've got some Armor All and stuff like that. I think that cabinet, this is gonna be because I've got these big doors over here. There's, what is that, that's like an 8-foot door, and then this one is probably like a 12-foot door over here. And then I've got heat in the shop as well. So, yeah, but this will kind of be, because right outside here is where I'll be washing bikes quite a bit, maybe out on the lawn. And so this is where the pressure washer is with the washing stuff, and then the leaf blower there. I don't know what those are. Those are probably some extra tiles for the garage. But yeah, I'm kind of thinking about doing, in the other shop I ended up doing a sealed floor at first, and then I did Swiss tracks. And I really like the Swiss tracks. I think I'll do Swiss tracks again, but I'm not sure that I'm gonna do the entire floor. I haven't decided. That's very expensive to do that much floor space. So I may just try Swiss tracks for about 25% of the shop, which would be basically from the lift right here over to there, and just kind of square it off right here and square it off up to there, where I would have Swiss tracks. It's that plastic, the tiles that fit together, and that way it's a little bit cold, it's a little bit warmer. It's always not fun to lay down on the ground. I want to find some more of this Husky shop mat and that KTM shop mat are great because they don't have, see how they're basically smooth on the bottom? That means all my roller stands, they work really, really well. I had this dirt bike channel one made a while back, and the problem with it is it's got, see how it's got these like little spikes or whatever? That means when these rollers roll on this, it kind of bunches it up. Whereas on the KTM mat, which I would just like to find some other mats like this that are flat on the bottom that don't have any of those little nubs, because it seems to work so much better for my rolling stands. By the way, I don't have the dimension for these stands. A buddy who's a cabinet maker just built them for me. So yeah, and he's not interested in making them for the masses, but he basically just took the dimensions of a dirt bike stand like that, built it out of wood, and then screwed wheels onto them. And so I love those things. I have a couple, like I was saying, I have a couple other bikes that are not here. Kids, there's one more trials bike and then one more kids bike that isn't here, I think. Maybe there might be 3 more that are not here. Kid stuff that are down at my kid's house. So you get it. But that's the shop tour of the place. So I'm pretty excited, just still kind of getting settled in here with all the things. Obviously these are camera lights that I use when I'm actually filming. And then, yeah, I'm gonna get that area a little bit better squared off, squared away so that it's organized. I love an organized shop. I love having things kind of in their place and knowing where they are, because that's just who I am. So yeah, that's a little shop tour. Man, if you want to support what we're doing here, I would love that. You guys are amazing. All this stuff is expensive. I've looked for a shop like this for years. I've wanted to have a shop like this for my entire life. I'm 42 and I finally have it. Hopefully I can continue to pay for all of it and just make it nice and continue to like bring value. And so now I'm excited about the type of content that we can make inside of here. And it's all about this TM EN300 ES FI2T, which I'll begin riding soon here as soon as the weather turns. And gives us a little bit of an opportunity to do that. But that's a little bit of the shop tour here for right now. It'll be interesting to see how we progress this, how it progresses, and what sorts of upgrades that we do. If you have any ideas or, you know, hey, you got to do this, send me an email. It's kyle@dirtbikechannel.com. If you want to support what we're doing, use the links to Rocky Mountain ATV. They're at my website, dirtbikechannel.com. And then we're always giving away bikes. So in June, this TM EN300 will be a sweepstakes bike. And then one of my 300 XCWs. It'll either be that 300 XCW that's sitting over there by the Yamaha, or another one that I'm gonna go pick up very soon. So those will be the June sweepstakes bikes. KTM 300 XCW and the TM 300 fuel injected 2-stroke over here. So, okay, that's what I got for you guys. Hopefully everybody's having a good day. And excuse me, until next time, leave a single track. Thanks.